It's time for Therapy with Andrew K. I'm going to discuss my stepdad. The epicenter of misery in this household is my stepdad. He's responsible for everybody's mental health being poor. For some reason, my mom tries to point the finger at me, say Andrew's mentally ill, but the reason I'm mentally ill is because of my parents, especially my stepdad. Thankfully, since moving into this apartment-like area and getting space away from my stepdad, things have been better. My mental health has improved. I've been meeting friends. But every time I go into their part of the house, like on Thanksgiving and this morning, for example, I'm reminded of how miserable the past 3 years have been when we've all been home 24/7. The dog starts barking, and it irritates him. And he flips out. He's like,
I'm gonna stop barking. I'm gonna be quiet.
It's like chaos. I think being around him got me into a constant state of panic. It's like fight or flight. I'm afraid, it's like chaos, walking on eggshells. Like, oh my God, my stepdad is constantly, just a gust of wind will send him into a flip out. I learned to live like I was on stage, always afraid, is this okay? If I touch something wrong in the kitchen, he'll flip out. In many ways, I hate my stepdad. I feel like he's ruined my life. He's the bane of my existence. Growing up, he never allowed friends to come over. He always complained if friends were over the house. As a result, I didn't have any friends growing up. In my 20s, didn't have any friends because I was never allowed to bring friends over the house. He would always complain. Also, he has this alpha-like personality where he asserts himself. He made me develop anxiety, and that's probably the reason I got bullied when I was in middle and high school, because my stepdad bullied me at home. And you might say, why are you airing your dirty laundry on social media? Because, I feel unheard, and I guess he deserves it. He's ruined my teenage years, my 20s, the beginning of my 30s. He's the most miserable man on the face of the earth. The opposite of fun. There's never he's never in a good mood. He's always just so miserable, so negative. Everybody was trying to have a good time on Thanksgiving.
And he's like, oh, this comedian's not funny. Oh.
He's just such a miserable piece of shit. He really is. And, I hate him. I hate my stepdad. He's ruined my life. And unfortunately, I'm dependent on my mom and stepdad for survival at the moment. I don't have a job. I have a severe mental illness that he caused. So there's nothing I can do besides say, and my mom, anytime I speak out critically about my stepdad to my mother or to anybody, I get blamed. It's like, no, how dare you speak out against your stepdad? But he deserves, and I think he, gets sadistic pleasure from, bullying me. I'm told, no, he loves you. But I don't know. Maybe that's fantasy getting carried away. Maybe he doesn't but being around him is hell on earth. And, I should really focus on trying to get away. Maybe get a job, get away in some way, because my stepdad really is the most miserable man on the face of the earth. Never in a good mood. He's ruined my life. It's like a state of constant chaos and panic, fight or flight, where it's kind of like, oh my God, am I allowed to touch this? Am I allowed to do this? It's just, and anytime I try to assert myself and say to my mom, why don't you just do something about this? He's ruining my life. He's ruining everybody's life. Why don't you do something? And it really all boils down to money. I don't think my mom and stepdad love each other. It all boils down to my mom is dependent on him for money, so she'll turn a blind eye that it's affecting her son's mental health. And my stepdad doesn't care that he's affecting my mental health. I don't think my mom cares my stepdad's affecting my mental health. So, I don't care that I'm airing their dirty laundry on social media. So why should I care? They don't care about me. I don't care that they, so I'll just reveal the truth with Therapy with Andrew K.